Here's a basic overview for reproducing text materials for use in class and applying fair use in copyright laws. This comes from Stanford University, and it's a basic overview. If you want to get to this article, Google Fair Use Education, and it is one of the first that pop up. These are rules for reproducing text materials for use in class. And that also applies to what you would be doing if you were going to reproduce a textbook or a text that students could use in class. Here are the guidelines for making sure that you adhere to copyright law. Okay? You get to make, I'm going to do some highlighting, one copy of any of the following: a chapter from a book, an article from a periodical or newspaper, a short story, short essay, or short poem, a chart, graph, diagram, drawing, cartoon, or picture from a book, periodical, or newspaper. You can photocopy articles to hand out in class, but there are some restrictions. So classroom copying cannot replace texts or workbooks used in class. So you can't get a workbook and then photocopy all of the pages out of it and then give it to students as individual student workbooks. That's not legal. You can't do that. You can't be charged, or can't charge students more than the actual cost of photocopying, and you can't copy more than one per pupil. Copyright notice has to be on each copy. So basically you have to cite your sources. Okay? So here's some examples of what can be copied. Right? A complete poem less than 250 words. Okay? Or if it's more than 250 words, you can take 250 words of a poem. Okay? A complete article, story, or essay less than 2,500 words. Or an excerpt from any prose work not more than 1,000 words or 10% of the work, whichever is less. And then you can also photocopy a chart, graph, diagram, drawing, cartoon, or picture, one per book or one per periodical issue. Okay? In addition, you can't have more than one short poem, article, story, essay, or two excerpts from the same author, or more than 3 from the same collective work or a periodical volume. So you can't copy everything from the same author, because then that author is losing money, and from the same collective work. Okay? During one class term. Generally, if you are copying from newspapers about current events, you have a lot more freedom. So if you are doing something that is happening right now, and you have a whole bunch of articles about that, you have a lot more freedom in copying those. This is a basic overview of reproducing text materials and adhering to fair use copyright laws. Hopefully when you are publishing for your issue, these will not be a problem for you to follow.